Hey guys, I'm James, Master Instructor from the Ding King Training Institute here in Southern California. And with me, I've got a group of guys that are, some of them are actually wrapping up their 2-week course. Other guys are ending their first week. And we've got a gentleman right here to my left who came back for the first time since, or actually second time since 2019 originally, right? Mm-hmm. So guys, say hi to the camera. We've got guys here from Arizona, right? Masab, where'd you come in from?
Dallas, Texas.
Dallas, Texas.
Yakima, Washington.
Fort Wayne, Indiana.
Maryland. So we got guys coming in from all over the place. What do you guys do? What's your background?
Detail.
Detail.
Body tech.
Body tech.
Technician.
Detail and glass tech.
Entire technician.
So it's a mix of guys. You guys are all pretty much somewhat in the auto industry already, right? So you guys have seen PDR even prior to coming out here, whether you actually worked with it or not. You've seen it, right? So it wasn't like some crazy cool little TikTok video that you said, oh, 30 seconds, I can knock that out. I can do that, right? I mean, so you guys have seen it. So once you put your hands on the tools that first day, that first Monday, how was it? Was it what you thought it was going to be? Was it more difficult than you guys thought it was, or what would you say? Anybody?
Well, I mean, I knew it was gonna be complicated, so like I came into this knowing I was gonna get frustrated and stuff, so I was a little bit prepared. But I mean, like overall in general, it's just pretty good. It's not bad, yeah.
What about for you?
Well, I played around with it between being a body tech and stuff, but I never could finish anything out.
Mm-hmm.
And coming here, I learned how to do all that.
Now, being a body tech, do you see, is there a lot of differences? Because I know we talked about some of the differences and similarities. Have you noticed a lot of the differences between body and collision and PDR?
Yes.
Is that something that, with your background, is that something that's going to help you, or?
It helped me a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Because with the body tech, with the collision and everything, there's like little tweaks in the metal and stuff that a normal person probably wouldn't see, but a body tech could see. But with a PDR guy, you get more finer details, and you see more of the finer details of everything.
Because main reason, I mean, you're working on a painted surface, clear-coated surface, right?
Yes.
Usually, collision, it's blasted, it's missing a fender, and there's a deer hoof coming out the door or something, and well, not here in California, but everywhere else, where you guys are all from. So Benjamin, what about you? You've seen PDR done before. How was your first couple of days doing dent repair?
Yeah, my first time. So on my first day, I'm really nervous, but I'm here. I'm happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nervous is, I think that's normal for anybody, right? I mean, if you're human, you're going to be nervous. It's something new. You didn't know me, I didn't know you. I mean, you guys saw Sal and his mustache. That's intimidating. You see Koei over here, and you had no idea what you were getting into, right? But I mean, after the first day, you kind of get the gist of how class was going, and we keep you working. Everybody's on their panels, and then of course you see the guys in the back. Well, those are advanced guys. They've been here. They have a whole week on you guys, and they're beating up the car, and then you realize they're kind of at the same pace where you guys are at, right? They're just a couple days ahead of you, and they're still having their struggles and so on, right? So, Dominic, you came through, like I said, 2019. We've seen you, a couple times stopping by. From when you came through in 2019 till now, you and I talked about this on Monday. I seen the big jump in that skill level, right? Mm-hmm. And I remember mentioning to you when you were here in class the first time, myself and Salvador were the ones who were getting all the practice because we were cleaning up some of the stuff you were doing,
Mm-hmm.
and you struggled with it,
Mm-hmm.
but you didn't stop doing it, right? Yeah. Tell me a little bit about what happened. You got home, got the tools back to the dealership there, right? And you started going. What did you do?
Well, at first I was trying the dent, and then text you, send you a picture. Then try again, and then text you, send you a picture. Then I was like, I gotta just do it on my own. It's easier to do it on my own. So I just kept trying. I didn't spend too much time because working at a dealership, you only have a certain amount of time. Mm-hmm. So then the next car, try again, do it a little bit better. Next car, try again, keep doing it a little bit better. And then all of a sudden it just started making sense after a while.
What would you say was the one thing, because everybody has that aha moment. If you talk to guys in the industry, you talk to, Koei and Sal and just anybody who's been doing this, you have that aha moment or that oh crap, all of a sudden it makes sense and things kind of take you to that next level. What was that one thing? Do you remember what it was where kind of something just clicked?
There was a big fender dent that I tried that I didn't like telling the managers no, I couldn't do it, and I tried it. And I started tapping stuff, and it started moving. Then I started pushing, and it started just going where it needed to be. And I never really worked on those dents yet. So me trying something that was probably out of my range, but I did it, that's when I was like, okay, I could do all this.
Yeah. You pushed yourself. You took that chance. And you figured, okay, you know what? It's a wholesale lot. I'm going to do it, you know, and I'm going to work at this, and hopefully, cross my fingers, it comes out better. And you did, right? So, you know, and looking back at, you know, with your training coming through Ding King, you know, we set you up, we give you a good foundation, and I don't want to make it seem like, you know, like I'm watering it down, because it's not that. We actually do a lot of dents here, right? Am I right? You guys do a lot of, you know, the past 2 weeks for you guys that have been here, we've done a lot of stuff. But leaving, though, a lot of it has to do with you as an individual, right? And I think, you know, the one thing that guys forget is when they leave is like, you have to just do it on your own. You know, throughout your day, how would you feel in these dents that you were doing? Were you happy with these results? Were you upset? Were you frustrated? Like, what was going through your head when you were doing these?
To be honest, I was more like, I would take the light off. I'm like, oh, it looks good. And then I would be like, hey, I'll talk to the manager. Hey, what do you think about this? And he'd be like, oh, it looks good. Just pass it. Even though under the light, it looked 70, 80%, but when you take the light off, it looks good.
Yeah.
So that's when I was just keeping it like that. I never got used to finishing dents out.
For these guys, what would you say, like, if you can give them like one piece of advice, just to these guys that are here, not even anybody who's watching, because we're pretending the cameras aren't there right now. What advice would you give them going home? What do you do when you get home?
Don't stop pushing. Don't take a break. Because as soon as you take a break, you don't stay there, you get worse. So just keep pushing.
Practice.
Practice is key. Like with anything you do, you know, if you're shooting free throws, you're playing basketball or football, golf, whatever it is, you can't just go and, you know, take a lesson one time and say, okay, cool, I got this. I'm joining, you know, I'm gonna jump in the draft in the NBA or something. You know, you can't do that. I mean, Kobe, you're dealing with that now in doing the repetition, right? And just doing more dents and doing more dents and doing them over again. And just when you thought you figured it out and you've done 1,000 of them, well, get back in there and do 1,000 more, right? What would you say, you know, that has helped you over time from when you came through originally to now, you know, where you're at now, pushing and doing, you know, kind of the experience and so on, you know, where you're at to this point? What would you say that's helped you kind of get to that next level?
Asking questions. If I have anything that I'm struggling with or that's, I think, hindering me, bounce it off you, bounce it off Sal. I'll talk with other people, because everyone else's experience will help you get better. And then, like Dominic said, just don't stop. Just keep pushing.
Good. So what's your goal now? And I keep, you know, putting that attention on you, but what's your goal from this point forward? You've come through here, like I said, it's been 2 years now. We've given you some pretty big dents, you know, pushed in the fender. I mean, pretty sharp dent on the fender, body line stuff, quarter panel, the trunk now that I smashed in this morning with the softball. There's some big dents we've given you that are challenging. You know, even after that first one Monday, I gave you that I think it was a body line dent on that front fender there. And about 25, 30 minutes later, I mean, there was a huge significance in a difference from the beginning to the end. It was like, you know, 75, 80%, and the rest was cleanup. You know, but right now where you're at, what are your plans? You get out of here, what are we doing?
Do even bigger dents.
Do even bigger dents.
I want to get even better. I don't really want to ever say I can't do that dent. I want to be able to do it. I've seen a lot of people on YouTube do those dents. I want to be able to do them too. So,
and they're possible, right? They're possible, but I mean, at the same time, you have to put in the work. You know, you know, for you guys, would you say that this is what are your guys' thoughts on the class and the process of it? Is it good? Is it you know, do we make it to where like it's, you know, it's understandable? Is it difficult? I mean, what are your guys' thoughts on the class so far?
I think it's a good program.
Yeah.
It's great. I like it.
I feel like I needed it. If I didn't take this class, I wouldn't have known the foundation. It would have been a lot harder to like understand the foundation of everything in PDR. So this class, like, it gave me like a boost, you know what I mean? Like a head start on it. So it really helped a lot with that. So,
do you guys think this is something that you can learn by yourself at home?
Oh, absolutely not.
Do you think you would have been able to learn it by yourself at home?
Yeah.
On your own, you could.
Yeah, I mean, I like this job.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I want to learn more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think, with the resources that are out there nowadays, YouTube and Instagram and, all that stuff, and that stuff's great. There's a lot of good stuff out there, but at the same time, you have to kind of weed through some of the, stuff that may look a little bit better than it really is and so on, right? But I think
the hands-on is what, pretty much gives you that.
hands-on's, that's key. I mean, we could sit here and do bookwork all day long, but you're not going to learn how to really push a dent. You understand the fundamentals of it.
Or watch a video.
Yeah.
You got it, hands-on, so.
Like I said, some of those videos will make you look good, make you look too easy. 30-second TikTok video, and all of a sudden, all this hail on this car is completely done. And it's like, yeah, I don't know if it went that easy, But for you guys, I know you guys are only 3 days in. You guys are a week and a half in. What advice would you give to somebody wanting to come into this now? Like, you look back and you tell yourself, hey, do this. What piece of advice would you give somebody?
I would say just to come on down and, do the class. It's not like anything else, so you're not going to learn it anywhere else. So, YouTube or, any other site. So I think it's being here is the most important thing.
What about you, Bob? What would you say? What piece of advice would you give somebody coming to it, starting back, looking back at your Monday, somebody who's undecided on whether or not they're going to come through? What would you say?
Well, I would say definitely come down, because it's the fundamentals, the practice that you get here, and the knowledge and the camaraderie of the instructors and everybody involved into it to guide you down the right path, not to let you veer off. That's I almost say it's priceless, because when you're out there doing it by yourself and you really don't know what you're doing, you're going to do more damage than good.
Yeah.
And then you give the industry a bad name, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But whenever you get the fundamentals and you learn the knowledge and what tool to use and how to position lights and all that, you're going to succeed.
What about you, Benjamin? What would you say, one advice to give somebody for, wanting to do this?
The same they say, yeah.
Just practice.
Yeah.
Just do it. Just do it. What about you, Masab?
Well, I think you should be prepared to get a little frustrated. Like, it's normal. It's normal to get frustrated. It's normal to mess up. Like, it'll take time, and like, it's good to come to this class because, like I said, it'll give you a head start. And like, without the class, it would have, like, this week of like knowledge that I learned and the practice I had, like, it would have took me, without this class, it would have probably been like 2 months of work instead. So like, this it really gave me like a head start.
Good. What about you? It's Tao. Dominic, 2019 Dominic, before he came in. What advice would you give yourself back then? Somebody coming through.
Be prepared. Be prepared to, like, these dents take a long time.
Yeah.
Have the patience. Relax. Don't get so frustrated. And buy all in. If you're going to do it, do the best that you can do.
Fully commit to it. I think you guys mentioned about getting frustrated and so on. That's normal. Myself, being in this 24 and a half, almost 25 years, Salvador, as long as he has, almost 20 years. And, we've been in this industry a long time. I still get frustrated. I think it's worse for me because I think I know better on a lot of things and I still do something that's dumb. And it's like, you get frustrated on things, right? So I think it's even worse for me, but whatever. I'm just making excuses. Either way, we thank you guys for obviously choosing the Ding King, for coming to us. We hope that you guys, we stay in contact with all you guys. Like I tell everybody, that comes through here, reach out to us. This is what we do, right? You guys all have my cell phone number. If you don't, get it, right? Contact me. We like seeing before and after stuff from you guys. We want to see everybody's progress. Any questions, access, you just want me to talk you down off a ledge. If you're freaking out on a dent, I'll talk you down, man. If it's my soothing voice or something you want to hear, let me know. But for those of you guys out there also, if you guys have any questions, whether you've recently came through one of our classes, you're one of our students that graduated years ago, or you're looking to come through, reach out to us. Drop us a line right here in this YouTube video. Give us a call, 1-800-304-3464. Look us up on the web at thedingking.com. YouTube, Facebook, the Ding King Training Institute, Instagram, official Ding King, any one of those social media platforms, or reach out to us. Questions, comments, you guys want to come back through. If you've never been here, you want to just stop by and see what we're all about. Continue to watch, to watch these videos here. That's the main reason why we share these videos, to open our doors to you guys to see what we're all about and what we do. These guys are all, real faces, real students. They're not paid actors, as good looking as they all are. They're not paid actors. These guys are actually in the industry, and they are here getting frustrated and sweating, and some of them crying, and whatever. But that's part of it. Okay, this is real. So again, if you guys have any questions, reach out to us. And one other thing I wanted to mention too, our new website, the dingkingpdrtools.com, is up and running. If you guys haven't checked that out, make sure you check it out. Make sure you check out our social media feeds. We have a lot of things coming up in the new year. We've got MTE coming up. We've got tons of other tools and accessories and training courses and stuff like that. Make sure you keep up with our stuff. And from all of us here, we thank you guys for watching, and we'll be seeing you guys soon.